is indeed my honor and privilege to welcome on this digital dais Padma Bhushan, father of PARAM Supercomputer of India, Educationist and Chancellor of Nalanda University, and member of BHARAT ASMITA National Awards Selection Committee, Dr. Vijay P Bhatkar. And now request sir to kindly address the gathering.
Today is a great day, an incredible day in the life of an incredible person. We are meeting in the campus of World Peace University, which is named after Reverend Professor Vishwanath Karad. This name has a special meaning for me, for many of us here. Here is a place, here is a person who established a chain of educational universities, institutions, not only institutions, but also the university, not only one university, but 4 and 5 universities in one's lifetime. It's a great day in the life of a human who has contributed so much to education. When Professor Vishwanath Karad's name comes, another, I think, the sound which rings in my ears is the synthesis of science and spirituality. This grand synthesis which we are taught, which none other than Krishna himself initiated in Bhagavad Gita, in the chapter 7 of this grand synthesis of science and spirituality. And that is the word, I think, comes again and again before us when Professor Vishwanath Karad starts addressing us. Today is one very important day for that, because that synthesis in Bhagavad Gita has been initiated so strongly that knowing which, if you want to know something, then try to know this synthesis of science and grand synthesis of science and spirituality, knowing which nothing remains to be known. And that is a statement, that is a promise. I think such is the enunciation of Professor Vishwanath Karad again and again on this campus. And I remember these words. Today, of course, we are celebrating many individuals, many great people. Whenever the Professor Vishwanath Karad's birthday comes in, we have this BHARAT ASMITA Awards, of which Professor Rahul Karad talked to us, the importance of these awards, how they were set up, and how they are continuing to be celebrating the great individuals coming from great people who need to be celebrated from our country, so-called BHARAT ASMITA Awards. Today is one such day, and I think we have began celebrating these awards for this year. And I am very proud of what has been said now, and one after another, they will, I think, relate to us their response to these great awards. I would say that I remember, I think we're looking at Professor Vishwanath Karad in front of me now. I'm remembering the great occasion which we had. We are just coming, we are rather say that celebrating the life of Professor Vishwanath Karad. But more important was the temple that has been established in Badrinath. We had occasion together to go, and some of us from Maharashtra converged to the Badrinath, and I think it was the idea of Professor Vishwanath Karad to establish, I think, re-establish this idea which came when we traveled to Badrinath, that there should be a Saraswati temple, the grand Saraswati temple that celebrates, I think, the great civilization, not only a civilization and culture of this great nation, which was established years back by when we went there. The idol was established, and that place, when we had imagined that would be known one day for the great knowledge civilization of the world, of India, of the world. So we are just coming from that, and I feel that that is a great milestone in one's life. I think whosoever will visit that place, whosoever will continue to visit that place, that this is a place of a grand synthesis of science and spirituality, which will be celebrated as a grand knowledge confluence We remember those days, those moments when this Saraswati temple was established, and this will be celebrated as the the arrival of India, I think, on the map of the earth itself. Anyway, there are so many things to be said. It was a great celebration for us, sir. Traveling with Professor Vishwanath Karat. Every moment I remember when we converged to that place, established a great grand temple, and re-established or resurrected that civilization. This one, and will be ever remembered. Professor Vishwanath Karat, sir, I think it's a grand, those days, I think when we traveled there first, and then when we celebrated there, the temple was established, and it was actually once again the rising of the great civilization for the world, the knowledge civilization of the world. Today we are, of course, celebrating this Bharat Asmita Awards. Bharat Asmita has special meaning. Asmita that identifies I think, the signature of India, the knowledge civilization of the world, first knowledge civilization of the world. Today, once again, we have identified, as has been told to us, the great people which must be celebrated this year, and we began that celebration. I think each person need to be celebrated. We have been doing this year after year. Once again, today we'll be identifying and looking at their life, which will be inspiration to the youngsters, the students who are studying, and also for the teachers. Today, that day has come, and 3rd February, the day to be remembered for us, this one, and to establish a new culture of education and culture and synthesis of science and spirituality. I'm not seeing Professor Vishwanath. I think just there before me. Yes, sir. I was thinking, Professor Karat there. Sir, I remember you again. I think this great day which has been established, and Rahul, congratulations for really, I think, bringing this day to life every year like this, and celebrating great people from India who will be, I think, the inspiration to our students all over India. This one. Today, particularly, I remember the coming of, I think, the triumph of India's science and technology by developing, I think, what we are talking. We'll be celebrating Bharat Biotech, a great accomplishment, which in a very short time, and which have made, I think, saved a great population for not only for India, for many countries of the world by sharing our technological science and technology know-how. There are many great people who will be celebrated. Padma Bhushan, Ela's contribution, Krishna Ela's contribution in a very short time, which made a grand name for India in science and technology, particularly in medicine and the world. There are many other people who will be celebrating, but most importantly, I think I would say in a few words, we are celebrating a grand Reverend Professor Vishwanath Karat. I think here today, a very special day for not only these institutions, but establishing a stellar example that what one can accomplish in one's lifetime in the field of education, in the field of value education, in the field of synthesis of science and spirituality. What one can accomplish in one's lifetime, and what can be the great inspiration that is called value-based education. So, Professor Vishwanath Karat, I'd like to salute you from here, what you accomplished, and what you will continue to, I think, etch your signature in the field of education in India. Once again, I think, to great day, 18th edition of this these awards, one after another, year after year after, they have been radiating, I think, the contributions of India into education, and new benchmarks you are writing for one after another, several universities. So once again, sir, congratulations, thank you, salute to you for what you accomplished, and salute to Rahul, taking it to newer and newer heights every year. Thank you very much.